Have you ever been in the middle of a conversation and thought, okay, I need to leave now, but how do I leave? Maybe you're at a party. Maybe you're on the phone, or maybe you're chatting with a coworker and you actually have work to do. Well, we usually end a conversation with soft, natural phrases to signal that the conversation is ending. We ease out of it. And that's what this podcast English lesson is all about.
Welcome to another Happy English podcast coming to you from New York City. And here's your English teacher, Michael.
All right. Thank you, John, and thanks, everyone. It's Michael here from Happy English, and I help people speak English better. And this is Happy English Podcast, episode 992. How to end a conversation naturally without being rude. Today, we're going to look at some very natural phrases native speakers use to wrap up a conversation smoothly, politely, and without awkwardness. Let's start with a very common one. Well, I should get going. We use, well, I should get going when we want to leave, but we want to sound soft and less direct. Like, if you're at a friend's house and you've been talking for a while, you might say, well, I should get going. I have an early morning tomorrow. Or if you're on the phone and you realize it's getting late, you might say, well, I should get going. I still need to finish some work. It sounds natural and polite, and it's a great way to signal that the conversation is over and it's time to leave. A slightly stronger version is, I'd better get going, which is usually pronounced like, I better get going. Like, if you're meeting someone and you look at your watch, you might say, oh, wow, I better get going before traffic gets bad. Or at a party, you might say, I better get going before I miss the last train. I better get going sounds a little more urgent than I should get going, but it's still friendly. Next, here's an important little word in spoken English. Anyway. Listen to how I pronounce it when I want to end a conversation. Anyway. The intonation is like going down the stairs, like you're going somewhere. Anyway. This intonation is important because when we say this word like this, anyway, it's a soft signal that the conversation is wrapping up. For example, you might say, anyway, I should get going. Or on the phone, anyway, it was nice talking to you. Or anyway, I won't keep you. Anyway, gently shifts the energy of the conversation. It tells the listener that you're ready to wrap it up. And speaking of, I won't keep you, that's another great phrase. We use I won't keep you when we want to show respect for the other person's time by ending the conversation. For example, if you're talking to a coworker who looks busy, you might say, I won't keep you. I just wanted to ask you that one quick question. Or if you've been chatting with someone at an event, you might end the conversation with, anyway, I won't keep you. It was great catching up. These phrases sound thoughtful and polite. Next. Let's talk about something very important when ending a conversation, and that is creating a future connection. And one very common phrase we use to do that is, let's catch up. In this context, catch up means to talk with someone after you haven't seen or spoken for a while and share updates about your lives. So we use this phrase to end a conversation while keeping the relationship warm. You might say, "Let's catch up later," or "Let's catch up soon," or even "Let's catch up this weekend." It shows that this isn't goodbye, it's just "see you later." For example, at the end of a conversation with a friend, you might say, "Anyway, let's catch up later this week." Or, after running into someone unexpectedly, you could say, "It was great seeing you. Let's catch up soon." This keeps the relationship warm. It doesn't feel like a hard stop. Another similar, simple phrase is, "I'll talk to you soon." You can use this at the end of a phone call, like, "All right, I'll talk to you soon." Or after a quick conversation at work, "I'll talk to you later." It's friendly and neutral. So, let's put it all together. Native speakers usually end a conversation in 3 steps. First, we signal the ending with words like, "Anyway." Second, we exit politely, like with, "I should get going," or "I better get going." And third, we create future connection, like, "Let's catch up later," or "I'll talk to you soon." Like this. "Anyway, I'd better get going. I'll talk to you soon." We use language like this to gently ease out of the conversation without stopping suddenly. And one more important tip to remember is this: tone matters. These phrases work best when you say them in a relaxed, friendly voice. The goal isn't just to end the conversation, it's to do it smoothly. So, the next time you're in a conversation and you need to go, try using one of these phrases. That's how you build natural, confident, conversational English. Anyway, keep in mind, the best way to remember English like this, and any other word or phrase in English, is to take that word or phrase, write it in a sentence that's true for you or true in your world, and then memorize your sentences. Hey, thanks for listening. And remember, learning another language is not easy, but it's not impossible. And I'm here to help you on your journey.
This podcast was brought to you by Happy English. Please visit myhappyenglish.com. Show your support for Happy English by leaving us a review. Get English, get happy, Happy English.